Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate Alan Mitchell. He is survived by Deborah and 2 children. I see we have some friends here from the military days tonight. Thank you for your service. Some co-workers and friends he made throughout the year. I won't hold you up tonight. We'll now hear from some of those closest to him. His sister Caroline will share a few words.
Hey, everybody. Alan, my brother, he used to say that at his funeral one day, he wanted everybody to be honest about who he was, and he said that the good, the bad, the ugly, that those were the things that made him who he was. So I intend to do that. It's no secret that Alan and I didn't always get along. He didn't really approve of the way I lived my life, or the people that I love, the person who I love. I guess you could say he was an old soul. But, we used to talk and laugh every day and tell the stupidest jokes until about 2016 when shit went down and everything got so heated and political. And, we fell out really hard the last time we spoke. I think my last words were calling him a fucking idiot. And there were plenty of times when I probably should have picked up the phone because I saw a funny meme online, or one of the shows on TV that we used to watch. But for some reason, I never called. And it wasn't even like I was mad anymore. It was just I figured one day one of us would make the first move, and I could rub it in his face that I'm the bigger person by doing it first. You would have thought that was funny. But I always assumed that I had more time. And now he's my big brother is dead. He used to tell me bedtime stories. And I never told him how much he meant to me, and I can't.
Next, we will hear from Alan's wife, Deborah.
Hi, everyone. 15 years ago, when I met Alan, the first thing that blew me away was how he lit up a room whenever he walked into it. Everybody just loved him. And I said that I've got to get me some of that. But after he deployed, he came back differently. He was still Alan, but it was like he was trying to be Alan. Something was broken. Like a piece of him got left over there, and I tried. I tried. I asked, but I couldn't fix it. So we ignored it. In time, we have our 2 beautiful boys, Tyler and Randy. Those of you who knew Alan knew how driven he was. Sometimes I could see him getting lost, chasing his destiny. He wanted so much from this life. look at Caroline and I see how hurt she is. His poor mother couldn't even come here today. I see that emotion for him. And I'm envious. I'm envious because I can't feel that. All I feel is anger. Anger because he left me. Anger because he didn't feel like he could talk to me. Anger because he quit. On me, on the kids, on everything. You don't get to have it out! And screw you for judging me. He didn't leave you. He didn't leave you. He could have just talked to me. Talked to someone. I was right there. You don't know what it's like to have him say he loves you and the boys and have the most amazing family night ever, only to just wake you up out of your sleep with a gunshot at 3 a.m. It was selfish. And it really sucks because now I hate him so much. And it's hard for me to remember how madly in love I was with him. I just want to be able to love him again.
And lastly, we will hear from the father.
Today I will bury my son, my firstborn. I always, never wanted to do that. I'm left to wonder where I went wrong. Could I have hugged him more? Told him I loved him more. Told him how damn proud I am to be his father and how proud he made me every day. How I would brag about him to my friends. I walk through my house where he grew up, and every little thing reminds me of my boy, my firstborn. And it just takes it right out of me. And I know he struggled, wondering where he fit in this world, wondering how his actions could change the world. He was afflicted with ambition. Shoot, I know he wondered who would care for him if he was gone. Well, I care, Alan. I wish I could have helped you not hurt anymore. It's all so temporary, It's just a flicker in time. But I wish I could just let him know how much his light mattered. I wish we all got to see what he was capable of. If you're out there and you feel hurt, reach out. You reach out to someone, okay? You get help. Ask when you see your friends and family down. It will get better. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I promise you it doesn't rain always. This is the note that he left me at the end. Yeah, he said on the outside not to read it until now. He says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I left you alone. I'm sorry that I'm leaving you with more questions than answers. I haven't felt like myself in a very long time. I feel like despite my best efforts, I'm always sprinting in the wrong direction. Every action I take feels like I'm watching a montage of somebody else's life. And I'm just tired. The promise of tomorrow terrifies me, and the world is vastly becoming a place that I don't recognize. I could go on, but I can't say I know what a person's last words are supposed to be. So to my friends, my family, to my wife and my kids, I'm sorry.
The hearse will be here in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hey, Caroline.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking after all this, everything gets done, I was thinking maybe, we'd get all out to eat or something, and maybe just talk.
Dad, just because we don't have to.
I know, but, it shouldn't be something like this for us to come together. I guess none of us really know how much time we have left, but, now we do have time.
Dad, I
And,
cannot.
Deborah, I want you to come too.
I think I ought to just get back to the boys.
And please bring my grandboys. I know I haven't gotten out too much, but I want to change something.
I don't know. All I can think about is just the fact that I just don't know what to do next. I don't know what to say to the boys. I just have no clue.
I know, I understand. At least I'm trying to. I think that's all we really can do, right? Is try. Try to understand a little more, try to listen a little more, try to be there for each other and work past our differences a little bit more. And if we fail, we get up and we try again. If you or someone you know is in need of support, please know that there is help. The 988 Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress, prevention and crisis resources for you and your loved ones. Simply call or text 988.